Happy First Seat Friday. I'm the Serene Azurean.
So, we mentioned in the last video, we were going to see the movie Bullet Train.
Yes.
And now we're back. We not only saw Bullet Train, but we actually also recently just watched another movie, also featuring a train.
Yes. Commuter.
The Commuter, starring Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
And I had seen it already. It's definitely one movie that I particularly liked. Huge Liam Neeson fan. And Azurean had not seen it yet, so I was like, seems like it'd be a pretty good matchup. They're both about being on a train and the action that happens on them.
Yes.
And pretty much like 90% of both movies take place exclusively on a single train.
Yes, they both are train heavy, as opposed to a movie that has a train in it.
Exactly.
This movie, the whole setting is on the train. And I've seen a few other movies. There's quite a surprisingly, I think, quite a few.
Ever seen Taking a Pelham 1, 2, 3?
No.
Oh.
But I've seen Midnight Meat Train.
Oh, okay.
I saw that has Ted Raimi in it. I don't even know if it was a Sam Raimi movie.
Huh.
Leave angry comments in the comments section. But
didn't the guy who plays Sabretooth appear in that one?
You know, I don't remember. It's been so long.
I can't think of his name.
It's been a while. I just remember what the surprise ending was. And so I saw that. I saw Snowpiercer.
Yeah, you mentioned that one.
The Polar Express.
Yeah.
You both seen that?
I saw that one in 4D.
Oh wow! I saw it on TV.
The Enchanted Village of Jordan's Furniture in Avon, Massachusetts, has a 4D movie version of Polar Express. It's a very shortened down miniature version of it. But yeah, basically, like it has all different kinds of things that happen to your seat. So it acts like a roller coaster. You know,
That's pretty cool.
It blows wind in your face. Snow, like artificial snow, is thrown around. There's even something in your chair that wiggles around and hits you in between your legs during the certain scene.
Wow.
It is quite a weird experience. I also think I had like 3D glasses as well. So it's like every possible thing you could do to enhance an experience.
All right, well,
they did do it.
Also, you know what? I did want to mention we actually watched the first half of the Monk finale, which features a train as well. Well, for a couple scenes.
Okay.
It wasn't train centric.
Oh, right.
Yeah, there was a whole chase.
How did I forget that?
There was a whole pretty crazy chase in a train yard. It was one of the more intense television chases I've seen.
It was out of place.
Yeah, it was.
That's not typical for that show.
It was just a straight up action scene.
Yeah, for a show that's typically a thinking show. They're trying to figure out a character's motives or how they managed to pull off something. It was just a chase at a train station.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Also, Ghost Rider had a bunch of train yard scenes. Anyway, back to the movies we actually did see recently.
Yes.
Should we talk about in the release order? Like, here's Commuter.
Yeah, we can talk about that one first.
I like Commuter. So it was
starred Liam Neeson and
it was
also featured a certain other actor people might know in a smaller role.
There was a few. What's Dr. Grant from the Jurassic Parks was in there.
Sam Neill.
Sam Neill, that's it. Sam Neill. The guy from Insidious.
Banks. Oh, Insidious. Oh, yeah, that's right.
The guy from Insidious and the Conjuring movies.
Yes.
You know, like the one with the Annabelle. That's it.
Patrick Wilson.
There you go. An excellent actor.
Jonathan Banks, the one I was trying to think of.
Mm-hmm.
As well as what's her name? Where is it? Vera Farmiga.
Yes. How did I forget? She has been in quite a few things over the years. She, I think the most recent thing that she's been in that I've seen was the Hawkeye TV series. She played the mother of the new Hawkeye. So, and she was also Norma Bates in Bates Motel. A bunch of other things. We go on and on. Movies basically.
Apparently, she was also in The Departed, and I do not
Yeah.
remember her role in that, but evidently
yeah,
she
and-
was an Academy Award nominee for
and,
that
and
movie.
the Godzilla King of Monsters. He
Yes.
was one of the bad guys.
But
Sort
yeah,
of.
I want to show you The Departed at some point. I really like that movie, and
Yeah,
that's
we-
another one that I saw at my film appreciation class.
Yeah, totally. We'll check it out. But this is, as the
yeah.
directors say, Hitchcockian.
Yes.
It's basically
It's very
a
Hitchcockian.
mystery thriller for a good portion of the movie. Like, he's supposed to be finding, so he's, recently got fired, needs some money, gets offered a job to find somebody on a train. Things slowly start
He's
to go
given
wrong.
very little information.
Yeah, basically just, hey, here's some money, find this person. And he finds
They
more.
go by the name Prin, and they're carrying a bag.
Yes.
You don't know what the bag looks like,
Yep.
and they don't belong on this train.
Yep. All they know.
That's the only information he gets.
Oh, and they know the last stop.
Yes, they're getting off at Cold Spring.
Yeah, which is the very last train station.
They do not
On the
establish that at the beginning.
They don't. They don't.
We
It's
only
not-
find that out like at the I guess the maybe three.
It's the
fourths?
end. It's the end of the second act.
Yes, there you go. That's fair.
Yeah, it's at
And
the-
in the second act, you find out that the
It's
stop
not-
they're getting off on
yeah.
is the final stop.
Yeah. So, and then after the second act, there's a whole third act where the movie basically changes. All the cards have been laid out on the table.
Indeed.
And now it's just, how are we gonna,
Get out of
finish
this.
it? Yeah, get out of this. And it's actually, I found it to be pretty well balanced, pretty interesting. It has its, typical of an action,
It's
action
definitely
thriller. There's a bunch of
definitely
ridiculous stuff.
not a comedy though.
Yeah, definitely not a comedy. Even though there are humorous moments, it's just typical like action movie, comic relief sort of thing. It's not even strong comic relief.
Indeed.
There's a Goldman Sachs joke in there for
Oh yeah.
for anybody who was around during the 80s.
Yeah, there's a small part for a man in a business suit. He finds out he used to work for Goldman Sachs.
Yeah.
And he's like, on behalf of all the people, bleep you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he flips him.
It was very interesting, and it was neat to see Liam Neeson not being a badass, but also taking a few hits. He's not
Yeah.
as indestructible as he was in Taken.
I got a couple other movies of his that I definitely plan to show you. One of
I'll show you
the ones
some
I
weird
like
ones.
is Cold Mountain.
Uh-huh.
That was another good movie.
But so what did you think? I mean, we also have what is it, Bullet Train. So we got what did you think of it?
Of the Commuter?
Yeah, The Commuter.
I enjoyed it very much.
I thought it was a lot of fun.
It was interesting getting to rewatch it, like knowing like who he was trying to find, trying to see like where the clues were, and
During
know,
fun.
it's kind of neat. Like when you don't know the solution and you're trying to figure it out, it's completely different from when you already know what the answer is, and you're trying to see how like where they could have picked up on the answer.
And it's one of these movies where you find out all the things that the main character finds out as he finds them out. Like
Yes.
it's done like there's not one person, he doesn't know all the answers and then we find out later that he knew.
Yeah,
he doesn't.
I
He knows
always
as much
find
as
that
you do.
annoying if a movie, has the protagonist in the dark and the audience knows the answer, and you're just waiting for them to catch up to you.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on.
Yeah, and it's
I
get
do
it.
not care for that.
Yeah.
I mean, the only
is
time
better.
I think that works is if what you know isn't enough.
Yeah.
Like on a detective show, you might be able to see, okay, this is the killer, but why did they kill the person, or how did they kill the person?
Yeah, typically though it's like
one of the questions still has to be answered. That's the only reason why you would give them one of those.
So I would, I definitely recommend. I think it's a pretty good balance of action, thriller. Like I said, there's definitely moments where like this is not realistic at all, but that's typical of most movies.
What did you feel wasn't realistic though?
Oh boy, let's see. There really wasn't a whole lot. One of them was, I don't know. I guess it didn't play out. I guess maybe some of it wasn't. there was a part where he's trying to unhook something.
Yeah,
And
that
I'm like,
okay. That I'll give you. That part was a little
it's
like
maybe,
seriously.
you know what? Honestly, the guy, he was panicking, but he was trying to unhook a thing. There was just no chance because he only has normal human strength. There was just like, it was
And
just
he's
ridiculous.
supposed to be in his 60s.
Yes, and it's
Uh,
like I don't care if he was in his prime.
He is currently 70.
Yes, yes. It's been a few years, but there was just one or two other things where I'm like,
This came out in 2018, so it's been a few, but not that many.
yeah, there were like a couple minor things where I'm like, this is not a thing that would happen, but for the most part,
So what was he 66 then? It was 4 years ago.
was it only 4 years ago?
2018, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Wow, I didn't realize it was that new. But anyway, yeah, I liked it. Nice thriller. Let's see, how does it compare to Bullet Train, which is also a mystery thriller, but
a very different caliber.
yes, it definitely leans more on the action.
And comedy.
Yeah, the action and comedy. It does have all the same elements, but it leans way more on the action and comedy. The mystery, there isn't as much mystery. There
a little
is.
bit.
It's different mystery. It's not just like, hey, we got to find this one thing. It's like he's trying to, like, he knows a lot. He knows things. He knows certain things. But then there's other people who know some things. Like everybody's got a piece of the puzzle.
Yes, exactly.
And the movie's about everybody eventually coming through. You know, at the end of the movie, no, not really a spoilers. At the end of the movie, that's when all the different angles come together. But as the movie goes on, this character has this piece of information, the other character has the other piece, and as they collide, sometimes they pick up a little bit more info.
The other thing I'd like to point out, the Commuter is like it's all about Liam Neeson's character.
Mm-hmm.
He is the entire focus of the
Yeah.
story. Other characters only, interact with Liam Neeson or
Yes.
have something to do with Liam
Yes.
Neeson, and there isn't much about them outside of how they connect to Liam Neeson. Whereas
Liam Neeson, there's no movie.
the cast of Bullet Train, each character has their own backstory that gets revealed. They have their own motivations that are separate from him.
Yeah, the movie, you could have taken pretty much any one of the other characters and made the movie about them.
Indeed.
They had enough.
You
of
could
a
do
backstory.
prequels about each of the characters
if they
and
wanted
have separate stories based on them. I don't know if I don't think the Commuter was based on anything, but Bullet Train is actually based off of a Japanese novel.
Yes. I did hear about complaints about whitewashing.
Yeah, I was reading about that right before we started filming. I didn't really feel that way.
I thought that maybe it was a possibility because the whole thing takes place
in
Japan. So I thought that was a possibility. Honestly, I don't feel like the movie doesn't suffer because of it. I mean, as far as the action and the storyline, as far as casting goes, I get the issue. There were very few Asian characters
I'm not sure.
prominence.
I'm not sure if the book made all the characters Japanese or if it was just you're Japanese. This is written in Japanese. You're presuming all the characters are Japanese just by the fact that the language you're reading it in is Japanese. Because if you watch anime, there's a lot of times where the characters are not coded as Japanese whatsoever.
Yeah,
and they only speak Japanese as a way of communicating to the target audience.
So, it's possible. But, I gotta say, as someone who is part Asian, I do feel the pain of being like, I liked it, but why couldn't we get more Asians in here? Or why couldn't we have made this character an Asian or this one if they were that way originally?
There were Asian characters in it.
There were. One of the characters was from, I think most people would recognize her from The Boys. She plays, I forget the character's name now. She is the mute assassin. She doesn't talk because of her trauma. She communicates with a sign language system that her and her brother created. I apologize. Y'all could scream at me in the comments. I forgot what the character's name is because I'm really, really bad with character names. It takes me 3 or 4 seasons, and then you'll be like, but The Boys has had 3, and I'm like, yeah, I'm stupid. But she was in there. There's a bunch of other characters you might recognize from other things.
We said Brad Pitt's a star.
Yeah, Brad Pitt's the star. The guy from Heroes is in there.
Yes, Masaoka.
Yeah.
He has a very small party. Unfortunately,
Yes.
he's not a significant character.
Yes, but you can't miss him.
Yes, he's one of the train conductors.
Yes, and then there's a few. Some of the cameos are. I mean, some of the characters, it's a surprise.
Yes, we will. There
won't spoil it.
There's a couple of different famous faces that show up as a payoff to cameos being in other movies.
Yes, and it's
or an other movie.
Yeah.
Right,
Well, just leave it indirect. But there's also like the big bad of the movie. He has a mask.
Michael Shannon plays White Death.
Why, you just ruined it! That's like the whole thing. That's a huge spoiler.
Is it that? I didn't think it was.
They kept him a secret for the whole movie, except for the very end.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no! Spoiler alert.
Oh no.
That was the whole thing, is that you don't ever see the main character, the main big bad character, and every time they talk about him in a flashback, they show him wearing a mask.
Yeah, like
and
this
he's
one.
Not revealed until the end of the movie.
Oh no! I didn't even think that was like a big deal.
Well, that's fine. I mean, whatever. It doesn't really hurt the movie knowing who it is, I guess. But it is kind of neat to be like, hey, I know that guy. He's from that bicycle movie with the guy from Third Rock. What was the one where Joseph Gordon-Levitt was a bicycle
I know what you're talking
courier?
about.
He played the main bad guy in that.
I had forgotten that.
He also plays the main bad guy in that movie with the guy with the spandex. Yeah.
All right, hold on. I got his filmography here. Come on.
It's not really. I mean, it's not train related.
So he was in Knives Out.
Yeah. Oh.
Another movie we gotta watch. Let's see.
Oh, yeah,
He was in The Shape of Water.
Oh yeah. The M. Night Shyamalan movie.
He was General Zod.
Yes, General Zod.
That's where most people are gonna know him.
Yep.
I think.
Yep.
And
here's a bullet train.
Premium Rush. That's the movie you were thinking.
Premium Rush. Yes, I actually enjoyed it. It's dumb, but I enjoyed it. Also, here's some bullet trains. I had these set aside, and there was no good point to bring them up. This is, I think they call him Midnight Express in the States, but I bought him before they imported the show, so I don't really remember the American names. But this is Team, I know you say Shinkansen, is that how you say it?
Shinkansen Bullet Train, yes.
Yeah, and that's the name of the team. And they form JRX, which stands for Japanese Railway Express. And each one of these is given a number, J4, J5, and J7. It's really weird. There's 3 members. In the States, like I said, I don't remember the names to all these guys. They're made entirely. They're 3 bullet trains. And then this guy is 6 trains, a lot of which are bullet trains, but they're based on like early 80s models. I actually have just got, before we shot this video, like a few hours ago actually, I got notice that they are shipping, they're doing a masterpiece version of this.
Okay.
So the big fancy leader, the leader guy, Shoki, is shipping now. It's just kind of neat. We're doing a train video, and a couple hours before we shoot the video, I got a notice. It's like, hey, your pre-order is shipping finally from like a year ago, or November.
Wow.
So I'm
That's
pretty,
almost a year, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked. But they're doing another train video.
Well, speaking of trains, that's the theme of A&E next year, coming in January.
Yeah, apparently registration opens up soon. So I would like to watch a few more train movies. And then right before A&E, like leading up to A&E, we can do another train video where we catch up. Like, you haven't seen Snowpiercer, Midnight Meat Train. I would really like to see Train to Busan.
Okay.
Yeah, I really want to see. I've also seen Darjeeling Express. I forgot to put that up there. I actually fell asleep during Darjeeling Express. Wait, did I see Darjeeling? Nope. You know what? I'm confusing it with another movie. We don't have to watch that one.
Okay.
But but there's a lot of great train movies, and I thought we could maybe squeeze in a couple more before A&E, and then we'll do another train video.
Okay.
That's it.
So going back to the stars of the movie, Aaron Taylor Johnson shows
Played
up as
Kick-Ass.
one of the main characters. Yes, he's the guy who played Kick-Ass in the two Kick-Ass
Quicksilver.
movies, and Quicksilver in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah.
I did not recognize him in the slightest.
I didn't either.
He has completely transformed.
Yeah, he like Sakanko tells me, and I look at the picture and I'm staring right at him. I still don't see. I mean, I kind of do. Obviously, it's him, but I look at it as like this just doesn't look like it. And let me tell you, he is a stunning specimen. I mean, he is like chiseled.
He
from
has
stone.
definitely done one of those Hollywood workout things.
Yes.
Like
He was kind of he was muscular and kick-ass. He just he was supposed to be a nerd, so they covered him up a lot. But
it was very like just fit
yes,
instead of
he is just so damn sharp looking in this movie. I mean, holy crap!
Definitely, I would definitely see a movie starring him again.
Yeah. I need maybe.
I hope he gets one.
Maybe we get a docu of him because he is just stunning. And it is fun. Oh my gosh, this movie is so fun. There's so many crazy, colorful.
Well,
the soundtrack. Almost didn't mention the soundtrack.
Yes.
The soundtrack features a lot of, I assume, Japanese language covers of popular songs. Like, popular songs that were popular in America. The movie opens up, no spoiler, to Staying Alive, and they basically kind of do the opening scene to Saturday Night Fever, only with the Japanese cover of Staying Alive, and Brad Pitt kind of does a little motif to John Travolta's character for a few moments, and it was I think that was the most fun. It doesn't end there; it's through the whole movie. There's quite a few scenes that are quite a few bits of that audio that are like their soundtrack.
So another actor in the movie is Brian Tyree Henry, who is Phastos in the Eternals.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right.
Definitely think he did better in this movie than that one.
He's way more interesting. I liked him in Eternals, honestly.
Yeah, it was an okay character, but he was just drowned out by the rest of the cast.
There was just so many.
This movie, each of the cast members, I feel, gets time to shine.
Yes,
they get their own flashbacks and other moments where they're the focus of the story, whereas the other movie, Liam Neeson, is the focus the entire time.
Yes.
Each one of the characters in this gets spotlight time.
Yeah, I agree.
Whereas Eternals, was much of it was an ensemble, and you only ever get to know them together with other characters.
Yeah, and it's like they tried to make everybody again, we're not gonna. It's like everybody in the Eternals was the main character. The group was the main character. So it's like, it's not like, but they were treated like kind of lumped together. They all kind of had the same background and were kind of doing the same thing. I mean, there's a couple details. Hey, I did movies and I made my own. But and then the gist of it is they all basically did the same kind of thing, and it's fine. But yes, he did much better, way more interesting in Bullet Train. Way more interesting.
Next, Andrew Koji was the father. He played Scorpion in the recent Mortal Kombat movie.
Yes.
Let's see, I mentioned him. I was not familiar with Bad Bunny, but he plays the Wolf, a Mexican assassin. So anybody out there who's familiar with Bad Bunny, he was in that. Fortunately, I think he gets the least amount of screen time out of all the characters in the poster. But he's still a really cool character, and definitely would have wanted to see more of him.
And what was the name of the mascot character that you were looking at?
What was it? Momomon.
Momomon. There is a child. One of the train cars is geared at younger people, and it's all colorful and pretty lights, and they have this Momomon mascot for the train, and they actually have a costume actor, in the
Yes.
universe that would entertain the kids while they were riding on the train while all the bad guys are shooting each other and stabbing each other. or guys, or people.
I'm pretty sure Zazie Beetz is a somebody.
Yes.
They were another one of the characters.
Yes, yes.
And lastly, actually, I missing somebody else earlier. But I wanted to say Logan Lerman plays the son. That's the character's name. They were Percy Jackson in the Percy Jackson movies.
Oh.
Azurean had not seen those movies, and I was like, oh my god, he played Percy Jackson. Like, what's
yeah,
that?
I know
didn't see
Percy
that.
Jackson and The Lightning Thief is the name of one of the movies.
But yeah, Joey King plays another character named the Prince.
How interesting that King plays the prince.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. Yeah, she is not trans in the movie or anything. It's just the name that she goes by for some reason. I don't think they ever really give that great of an explanation as to why that she goes by that name. I guess she doesn't want to be a princess because that comes with its own.
Oh no, they do
set of
they do
baggage.
explain it. Dad wanted a son.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, you're
They
right.
wanted a son, so they named her Prince, and that's part of her character arc is that she wanted to be accepted because she was not a male. She was not treated with the same stature, and she was trying to prove herself. But it's interesting. Everybody has their own motivation for being on the train, and a lot of them it plays out. Some of them get what they want, some of them don't. But do we got more?
Yes.
Because I got
we
a
don't
few
need to say
things.
anything
I
else.
got some final words I'd like to say on Commuter.
Oh, okay.
If we're
So
wrapping
just
up.
to quickly go through my thoughts, I definitely enjoyed the film. It was very, very consistent with how the action goes and the mystery and the drama, and they don't focus on just one character for too long. You're constantly, getting new things happening. There's lots of destruction of the set, which was really cool. And again, just like Commuter, it almost entirely takes place on this train. Some of it, a little bit of it, like on the train platform, in various places. The train's making stops, but otherwise, it's all about this train. So the fact that it's titled Bullet Train, perfect title. It very, very much is fitting. The fact that the main character is always like learning stuff as he goes along, and he is very likable. I will definitely say, while Liam Neeson's character isn't unlikable, I definitely don't feel like the movie goes out of its way to be like, hey, we want you to like this character, type of thing. They just want him to be relatable. Whereas Brad Pitt's character, I definitely feel like the movie goes out of its way to make him likable throughout the film. And the other characters too, even the ones that are opposing him, you get to find out their motivations,
Yes, even the bad
and
guys.
they're likable.
Yeah. Everybody has qualities that you can relate to and be like, yeah, I get why they want to do this thing.
I think maybe only one character you don't like at all, and for good reason.
Bert.
Were there any birds in the movie? I think the movie has a distinct lack of birds.
Yeah, unfortunately, lack of birds.
There's a few other animal illusions in it, but not birds. Okay, sorry. You want to say more about the community?
I did.
Okay.
I wanted to say that Liam Neeson's performance really brightened my day. He's not dark, man. He's very lovable. And, I think that they put him into a great movie.
Oh.
And his performance took me all the way to Pluto where we had breakfast. No, that's a little forced. And then,
Okay.
but I guess you can say I'm rather taken with his performance, and I
Okay.
think you were taken too.
Were you taking 3? I don't know. Anything else?
I can't think of any more Leslie Nielsen movies.
Liam Neeson.
Damn it!
Cold Mountain.
Never saw it.
There is a couple other listed on the back. Nonstop.
Never saw it.
The Gray. You mentioned The Gray.
Yeah.
Nobody. No, not was it no? No, wasn't Nobody.
Nobody was.
Shoot.
Was Better Call Saul.
Yeah. I need to see that one too.
Come on, my joke was terrible. That made it into the crowd.
Okay, all right.
All right. Well, thank y'all.
If you know any other Liam Neeson movies you can think of a pun for, leave it in the comments.
Yes, please, more puns.
Yay, puns!
I did that spur of the moment. I'm rather proud.
Was it spur of the moment? What are you thinking of?
I
while
thought
was
of a few
talking?
things. I thought, okay, what movies are you? And I just, okay. But anyway, I don't want to ruin the formula. It's already pretty weak.
Oh yeah, another movie that doesn't focus on a train but features a train is Eagle Eye, and I definitely feel like
I like
Eagle
the
Eye
name of that movie.
has a bit in common with the Commuter that you might enjoy.
I have a budgie eye.
You have 2 of them.
Get a little choked up. I got so excited about having 2 budgie eyes. Okay.
So, yeah, you got a wedding to go to today.
Yes, later today. I'm going to a wedding, so no stream tonight.
Well, for you anyway.
Yeah, for me.
Maybe
check
I'll
out
stream.
Chicago, hopefully.
I
I'm
was
super
thinking about
stoked.
streaming last night, but I'm thinking I'm gonna put that off until tomorrow and have my big stream tomorrow.
There you go. And I have a big one coming up Sunday.
Oh, that's right. You're doing a collab.
Yes, I'm doing collab with Pinckz and a few other people.
Oh, it's
and-
not just Pinckz.
No,
other
it's going to
people.
be a whole bunch of us.
Oh wow.
And it's going to basically, I believe it starts at 8:30 Eastern time.
Oh wow. Okay.
I had to convert it from, I think it's 5:30 Pacific is what they had stated. So.
Okay.
So it'll be not too far from when I would normally stream. So it'll be interesting to check out, maybe. Yes, it will be interesting to check out, even if it's a train wreck. Okay, I think that's good.
All right.
I think that's everything.
So yeah, thanks for watching. I'm sure this has been a quite the long video, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you got any other movies you think we ought to watch, whether they be train movies, Liam Neeson movies, or just movies you thought were really entertaining that you think we ought to talk about, let us know. I think we got an unboxing video in the works
Yes,
as well.
yes. We're gonna do an unboxing video. It's just gonna be real quick. We're
We-
gonna just have a couple boxes of things that a bunch of my pre-orders. I always call them pre-orders, like I didn't just order them, but they are. But like 3 of them came at the same time, so we'll check them out.
We've also got a few other movies that we watched we can talk about in future videos, including John Dies at the End, Memento, and what was the other one we watched? 11/14. So yeah, look forward to those. And until next time, thanks for watching. Have a happy Fursuit Friday. See ya.
Happy Halloween!
Is that Halloween?
What? Oh, you know what? I just remembered another train movie. Training Day.
That's not a training movie. I mean, that's not a train movie. It's a training movie.
What's the
You
difference?
could watch Pain and Gain.